Welcome back for Hour 3. On Wednesdays, it's interesting because you have all this psychotic, like I said, Nazi-like behavior from the alt-left. We're the only show in America that has our own built-in psychotherapist. Jill Payne's with us. She's a therapist. She's, of course, a member of the American Psychotherapy Association. She joins us Wednesdays via Skype from her office here. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Sam.
Morning. Last time I saw you and your wonderful husband, we were together with Carl Rove and Larry Elder at HBU. That was a great event.
I was going to thank you. I had a great time. And your wife, it was wonderful. And not only sweet, she was prettier than she is online. She's prettier in person.
Oh, you're sweet. I'll tell her that.
Well, nice and little.
She's got an awesome frame. I'm telling you. I dig her.
A little bit. Yeah, would you date her?
I chase.
Good choice.
I'll chase it. We've married 26 and a half years. I'm still chasing her. But anyway,
that's amazing.
But
you need to write a book on that. And put the humor in it. I'm serious.
First of all, I can't even tell you the last time I read a book, let alone I don't think I could ever write one. But anyway, all right. So we're talking about all this anger, right? And yesterday, dirty people, smelly anarchists, anti-American, anti-God people stormed a conservative building called Heritage in D.C. Anyway, we're seeing all this violence and hatred, burning, looting. They're wearing masks and they're like attacking people.
Right.
You're a member of the American Psychotherapy Association. Can you ever turn around that kind of darkness, that Satan-like infected behavior of the left?
Do you want me to do a yes or no?
All right. How do you turn around?
Could I do a depend? It's not depends diaper, but it depends. It really depends. I tell my clients, Sam, that we as humans have more control. I know the old therapist would say, oh, you only have control over yourself, and that's not true. If I come into my office and I start throwing books and stomping my feet, my clients are going to run out of the room. Whereas if I come in there and I'm smiling and I'm like you and humorous, they're going to be more calm and collected. Right. And so, therefore, yes, we do have control over our environment in a sense. So with that aspect, yes, I do think that it can change. I think otherwise I wouldn't have a job. And so I wanted to talk about some things that are going on. One is there's the herd instinct, and I don't like to compare us to animals. I do horse therapy. And so horses, they're pretty. I'd like to be compared to a horse. They're beautiful. Anyway, they have a herd and they have a main leader. And that main leader, they're preys. They're not predators. And the difference between preys and predators is preys really can sense a lot. They can feel things in the ground. They sense your feelings. They're very sensitive. So when a horse, the lead horse, hears something, the ears perk up, and they are alerted, and of course the herd follows them. So this is something that's happening in our society, that the ears are perking up and they are following these leaders, and it's causing a fight or flight. And so you're seeing some people that are when they're flighting, that means that they don't want to really talk about it. They're avoiding the situation. They're leaving it. Then you have what you're telling me is the anger, and so they're fighting. They're fighting for their life. That's what I'm seeing. Now, I also wanted to talk about the conscientious of kind, which is very important, and it's exactly what it says. We like to hang around our own kind. Mm-hmm. If I drink, I'm not going to hang around someone that doesn't drink. If I like to go out to beaches, I'm going to hang around people that are free-spirited and like to do. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And then the other one is there's 3 parenting styles. Now, some people are going to be saying Trump is authoritarian and he is like an authoritative parent. There's 3 styles. Authoritative. There's authoritarian, and then there's the permissive. And God, I can't think of his name now. Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders would be the permissive parent, free spirit, let anything go, and with no consequences, not putting down any rules, and just letting the kids do what they're going to do.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
and so Trump fluctuates between an authoritarian and authoritative. So he's not really authoritarian. He's more authoritative because when he ran, he listened to us and he did what we wanted to do. So that's really important to know. But if you perceive him as an authoritarian, then you are going to what? If you perceive him as an authority, as a boss telling you what to do, how are you going to react?
Push back or something, or you're not happy about it?
Exactly. Right, you're going to fight him, you're going to rebel, and that's what's happening because the Democratic Party are seeing him as that. And if you really look at the facts of what he does listen to people. Mm-hmm. Yes, he does. He is a little bit bossy. That's his persona. He does listen to people. So if we could change their perception a little bit,
I don't think
right. Exactly.
I don't think you all. Jill Payne, our in-house psychotherapist, we're the only show in America that has one.
Right.
I don't think you're going to. Yeah, real quick. I got a minute. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wanted to say real quick because, and I wanted to get this in, but I wanted to ask your audience, what is the purpose of their fence around their house? And does it have a negative or positive effect? And how do people enter your yard when you have a fence? It's something for people to think about because people are very against these boundaries. And if they could look at it in a sense of, is it bad to have a fence? I don't know. I see a lot of people doing it. What's the reason you have a fence around your yard?
To control the access and the traffic. It's private property. It's your call who steps on your property, who doesn't. You put a fence up there.
Do you not allow anybody in there? Do you isolate?
But real Americans respect private property and respect boundaries. It's really a boundary. And it's the same way in personal behavior as it is in business and as it is in interpersonal communications. Right. So real Americans go, there's a boundary. I'm not going to step on that guy's private property. I think the dirty, the ill-kept, those who refuse to embrace God's word, I think that ilk, the Obama supporter, George Soros-funded alt-left hate monger, they see it as a point to begin anger. Like they don't like boundaries. They don't even wash themselves.
May I make a comment? I'm agreeing with you, and I believe it's because their perception is political, and if they would more personalize it towards their home, they're personalizing it in a political sense, Sam. If they would see it as, remember, everything's relational. If they would take their fence and really see what does that do for them? Is it a bad thing? Is it a good thing? How would they have their fence? How tall would they have it? Does that matter? And really think about that instead of, someone wants to put a fence around the United States. No, that's not right. If they would think more about their world.
But they can't. They have no accomplishments in their lives. They have nothing to show for their lives. Listen, I've seen these events up close and personal. Okay, been square in the middle of it. They got no wall of diplomas or awards. Nothing.
I'm a therapist, so I'm not judgmental. Because I think people are people, and I do believe that
you're very sweet.
Just because, you get along with everybody, Sam. How come you get along with everybody?
I don't know.
Because you do.
I have fun. I make people laugh. We've introduced an entirely new kind of radio in conservatainment. So yes, we attract. It's now 65% of people who listen to us like us. The other 35% of listeners don't like us, but they listen for the comedy. They like to listen in. But anyway.
Right. It's your presentation. So see, there you go.
It's my drinking. Listen, you have a wonderful day. Our great friend, we're the only show with an in-house psychotherapist. She's adorable. Jill Payne, a member of the American Psychotherapy Association. Good luck with your clients and your patients today.
You have a good one.
Salud. Will do.
Salud.